Okay, it's getting a little cold outside, so we'll do these inside. Here's the Helles Schlenkele Lager beer, right? The Helles style, Hell, which means light in the Germanic languages. Right? Yeah, this is Altstadt, Bamberg, Weltkulturib. Mispronounced that. Old city, of Bamberg. Welt is, the culture, like the idea of a culture or something like that. I don't know. I guess I should look it up. And here's a description. Right? The Helles style is it's not smoked, but it's boiled in the same copper kettles and bottom fermented by the same yeast as the echt Schlenkerne Rauchbier. So subtle smokiness makes this a unique style of the traditional German lager beer type Helles. Right? And you can see it's actually not that strong. It's like 4.3. So this is it's not gonna look dark. Let's see what it's all about. Okay, so we got filled up. We can look into the light, nice color. Obviously, it doesn't look like the other Schlenkerla beers. It is light. It is Helles. So let me take a little. Let me have a smell of it. Yeah, you can smell. It smells smoky. It doesn't smell as smoky, but you can still smell it. Well, as well as I can smell right now with my messed up nose. It's it's like a deviated, fractured nose. Anyway, let's have a gulp. Wow. Of course, the Helles style is interesting, and I've had some, like the Kronbacher or Helles. It's where you start going halfway to the American, piss water beers, as they say. But not this one. This one really, the smokiness of it, like I said, it's more subtle than the smokiness in the other beers. Combined with this, it's really tasty. I don't know how to describe it. The smokiness helps the taste of this. How can I say it? Makes it taste, I don't know, like more. There's a nice aftertaste to it. Makes it feel less light, but still light enough. Oh, wow. Really, really good, and a pretty low strength beer, or 4.3. Kind of like, like a light beer, but definitely not in flavor. This is, and it's actually, quite hoppy as well. Man, this is a great beer. You see that guy, that fat Alabama dude, when he does the beer reviews, and he hates the Belgian Trappist beers, which are like probably the best. It's one of the best beers in the world. He doesn't like them, but he's funny. He did a video on German beers, and he liked them all. Goes to show you. And he said, that's like a dude that drinks like Busch Light regularly. So, but as for me, man, look at that. This is recommended. This is oh man. I'm trying to think if there's anything else intelligent I can say. I know we're going beyond intelligence. We're going deeper with this. We're hitting the part of the brain that registers pleasurable taste. Oh yeah. All right. Here's the Doppelbock they make, which uses, instead of using beechwood, they use oak. Look at the oak, the mighty oak, the sacred trees of my Germanic ancestors. Also, the namesake of one of the highest medals of one of the greatest military forces that have ever existed on this planet, the oak leaves. So let's look back here. So they always give good information here. Hopefully this is not misspelled. 8% alcohol. Like I said, this is a Doppelbock, right? Double, was it Bach? I think means goat or something. I don't know. It's associated with goats, but the Doppelbock. Right? It's kilned with oak wood, right? The resulting Schlenkerla oak smoke malt has a smoother and more multi-layered smoky note than the intensely aromatic beech smoke malt. The hence complex smokiness in this double Bock is paired with a multifaceted bitterness of finest halotau aroma hops. Oh, doesn't it sound impressive? Yeah. So obviously this is going to be a sipper. This is not a light beer. This is one of the heavier German beers. But let's get in there. Let's fill it up with one of the greatest inventions of mankind. Right, we got this baby filled up. You know how much I like the beer glasses. This is becoming one of my favorite beer glasses. And where did I get it from? That's right, I got it from the Dollar Tree. So it was $1.25. But look at that nice head. Look at the color here, nice. And where the bubbles? Get those bubbles out of here. This ain't Coca-Cola. Stupid Amis. There we go. Nice. Amber color. Even a little darker. So now smell. Smells smoky. Does smell a little different than the other one. So there are differences in the scent of the wood used, the oak versus the beech. It's probably Indians, Eastern Woodland Indians would know this. Like 400 years ago, I can't tell the difference too much, but I think the taste will probably settle that. So let's have a nice. Oh my. Yeah, it's hard to. I know you're gonna probably call BS on me, but when it says here multifaceted bitterness, right, smoother and more multi-layered, it is. It almost feels like the flavor is changing in my mouth as it's going through. I know how that sounds. Yeah, it's a little more subtle than the other ones. Obviously, it's a different kind of beer, but it really is smooth, and it's definitely a different flavor. Very interesting. I wonder if they used other woods, what they would taste like. But has the typical double Bock taste. It's a strong beer. It's more malty side. You can taste the hops. It's more on the malty side, which is to say, sort of a sweeter sort of taste. Not cloyingly sweet, not syrupy, right? But the liquid bread of the German monks is essentially what these double Bocks are, right? You see all the double Bocks always named usually after the I believe the head of the head monk or the great monk of whatever church originally brewed the beer, which is there's the connection between brewing and the church in particularly the Germanic kingdoms and all over Europe is undeniable. Let's have another sip. No. All right, I let that coat my tongue, as they say. Ugh. I know. Yeah. There's definitely a different flavor note with the oak, and it is, man. These guys, this brewery, recommended. There's the old. There he is. That's a big beer, Boppily. Careful. Yeah. No, that's good. If you can find these beers, they're worth the price. They're not super expensive. They're usually about $5 and some change for this bottle. Some places they're $4.99, but most of the time you'll get it for $5. Don't pay. I know a place where they have it for like $6 something. Screw those dudes. I'm just saying, like, recommended the great Schlenkerla Brewery in Bamberg in the Franconia region. I believe that is the northern Bavarian part of the northern part of the state, which there are 16 states in Germany. I didn't know that. So, all right, we're gonna go into now the American smoked beers that I found. Not a lot of them, but they are notable. It really is a style of beer. I remember Sam Adams one time. One of the best autumn packs they had. I'll never forget it. One of the best autumn samplers they had. It was back, I believe, in 2014 or 2013. They had a smoked blonde beer, as they called it. It was called a bonfire beer. It was excellent. It tasted as good as anything I've been drinking here. I think that one also had the red IPA, which is used Australian hops. Long story short, they had some interesting beers in that one. Of course, they all vanished. The beers I like, nobody's interested in. But anyway, we'll cover those American smoked beers that I found. Cover those next.